So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop with just over a minute to go before halftime. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Again, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football.
And they're going to bury him back at the 11-yard line. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on, but the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come to halftime, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he's been the Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, and all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run, 58 yards. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass, and everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Jackson will throw again, eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Go, go, go. Right there, 54, right there, right there.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Hey, Mike's 50.
From from the gun, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Jackson from the shotgun. They'll roll him out right. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jordan Brooks. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, Wilson buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. There he goes left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. After the interception, here's Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That keeps the score. Ravens 18.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
1st and 10. At their own 32-yard line.
The Seahawks take back over. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Seattle.
From the gun, Wilson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Brings up second and
10. Here's Jackson again. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
That's good.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jackson on first down, forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And they'll try the option on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it second and goal. Well, he's had success. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Third and goal, Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Boy, just as they thought they were going to add to their lead, the rug gets pulled from right underneath them on that pick. And now after that big return, might be the other sideline grabbing the lead.
Yeah, very well could be. This is where you count on your defense to go out and make, I'm not going to call it a miraculous.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling